Hello and welcome to Watzgamin. Today I'm going to talk about IXION, which is a survival city building game developed by Bulwark Studios and published by Casino Games. In it, you will be put in charge of the Tycoon, which is a space station on which you will be managing the population on board. To facilitate the needs of the populace, you will need to make sure that they have enough resources such as food, enough power to make sure there are no blackouts, and enough resources to be able to operate your industries. The Tycoon space station is a property of the Dolos Corporation, which is an aerospace megacorporation that has concerns over various issues plaguing Earth such as climate change and has decided to reach for the stars to try and secure future of the mankind. During the prologue, you will meet various authority figures within Dolos and learn more about the corporation and its beliefs, and then there will be a series of basic tasks to help you learn about the game mechanics ranging from the workspace inside the Tycoon that will deal with resource management, the exterior of the Tycoon station dealing with managing power and repairs, and finally, the exploration part. After completing the prologue, you will be tasked with testing the Vol engine, which is the faster-than-light travel prototype device that is key to Dolos' plans. As you power up the engine, something happens during that time, which I better not say here to avoid spoiling, but after that event, your plans have now changed, where your utmost priority is to find a viable exoplanet to colonize and safeguard humanity's future. During your journey, you will scramble for resources, find additional population to staff your station, and explore the various locations you visit for research to gather data and resources. You can unlock more sectors over time to increase the space. You start with one sector and there are up to 6 in total you can gain access to as the story progresses. The resources in IXION can be found from multiple sources such as supplies already present on the station, then exploration events giving you chunks of resources, and also you can manufacture resources after you unlock specific manufacturing plants in the tech tree. So you bring raw materials to the manufacturing plants and it gives you back the finished product which you need to build stuffs on your station. The first two are enough to cover your needs in the very early game, but soon you will need to start mining resources like iron so they can be refined by your industry into alloys. Mining is done by mining ships which are docked with a docking base, and then the resources need to be collected by cargo ships afterwards and brought back to your station to be refined. All resources are stored in warehouses which can only store one type of resource, meaning you need to build multiple warehouses each for different resources, and this will necessitate the placing of warehouses in a strategic manner from where it can supply to where it's needed ASAP. Careful management of your buildings are important, as you often have limited amounts of power as solar panels are expensive to upgrade, meaning you will sometimes need to turn buildings off and balance your needs as your requirements change. Once you've unlocked multiple sectors on your station, you'll next need to manage your population and resources between sectors to balance your various needs. Workers are required to staff buildings, and if you do not have enough staff, your workers will have to face overworking, which will lead into accidents which can cause injuries and even death. More workers can be unfrozen from cryostasis, but once they have been unfrozen, you will need to make sure your food stockpiles can cope, and you have enough power to keep the residence lights on. Cryopods for more population are collected from various exploration events and are a crucial resource because as you expand, you will keep running out of people to staff, so you would require to find them, store them, and use them only once you require staffing by making sure they are well fed and have proper housing. If you do run out of power, then the residents' trust in you will drop, and sometimes more deaths can occur, which is bad as you have limited resources of population to draw from. In addition, you need to make sure to keep your populace happy, as over time, they will start having more issues with a special type of sickness. This gets severe over time as they find out more about the early game events, and to combat it, you will need to build monuments, enact edicts, and not stay too long in the same sector. This puts you on a soft timer to complete your missions in any star systems you visit as quickly as possible. Monuments and edicts are unlocked later in the game and an important part of being able to deal with the problem, and if you can't keep up, your people will lose trust in you and overthrow you. Exploration is an important mechanic in the game and something you will be doing a lot of. Probes will need to be sent out to different locations in space to search for resources and events. And once you discover the area, you can send your science ship over to explore deep within to find more data. These exploration events have multiple choice options and vary significantly in what they give you. Some give you refined resources, some give you more population, some give you research, and others just give you death. As you progress further into the game, the options tend to become more dangerous, and space weather will impact any ship you have in the affected zone, as well as the Tycoon station if you are docked at a certain location. Space weather can be fatal to your ships and your population, and should be avoided whenever possible. So that was a brief review of IXION. I tried to present it as spoiler-free as possible. If you found this helpful and interesting, do consider giving a thumbs up and share it with your friends who might find it helpful as well. And if you want more of such content, do subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to stay updated to my new videos. Also mention in the comment if you are already trying out this game and your experience with it. I will come back soon with more content.